This is part 4 of taking fan fiction from AO3 and turning it into a really cool hardcover you can put on your shelf like a trophy. Today we're going to be focusing on making the case. Go back to Black Book's bindery. They have a really good calculator for taking your text block width and height, and it'll give you all of the measurements for your book boards. The hinge is the distance between your spine and the book board. That's very important to know how big you want that to be. So then you're going to go to your Davy board. I use Davy board because I feel that it doesn't warp and it has really good thickness and feels like a professional book. I get it from Hollanders. Do try to make your cuts as square as possible. I'm going to be utilizing a black book cloth. This I got from Nina Papers. Some people will glue their book boards onto a piece of paper and then put it on their book cloth, but I find that that's not necessary. I do utilize some tools in these next steps, but you don't need to have them. They do make life much easier. So you're going to put down some glue onto your spine piece of Davy board. I just put a very nice even layer, and then I pretty much just press it down into my book cloth where I think it should be. I'm going to use this T square here. That gives me my exact hinge that I am looking for. You can also take a pen and just mark where you want that to be if you don't have a tool. Again, a nice even layer of glue, and then what I like about it is it makes sure everything is perfectly straight. Then you're going to cut off your excess. I do about 2 centimeters, and then you're going to cut off the squares because you want to be able to fold this into a perfect corner. You're gonna start with the top and bottom of your book cloth, gluing that onto your book boards. It's very important you do the top and bottom first. It makes for a better squared edge, and it also, when you go to pull the book off of the shelf, it's not going to catch your book cloth. Finish by doing your sides, and then you're gonna see that it gives a really nice crisp corner. Lastly, for our case, we're going to be making those hinges very nice and crisp. Again, that's the distance in between your spine and book board. I usually use a bone folder just to make it very crisp. That's the end of today's. Follow for part 5 where we do design work.